I want to thank you so much. I am speaking with Orleans Parish Sheriff Marlon Gusman. Marlon, it's so nice to see you. How are you enjoying this remote environment?
Well, Darlene, it's a new world and we're all getting adjusted to it. But one thing we have to do is make sure that the victims of crime don't get left out.
No, absolutely. And that's why we're so excited to be able to speak to you this week, being the National Crime Victims' Rights Week, because your agency does a lot of wonderful boots on the ground work with victims. So if you want to tell us a little bit about those services and even a personal story that you might have about something that's been a success story for you.
Well, we have Captain Minto and also a victims' rights specialist that works with the sheriff's office. Last year, we made, in conjunction with the state, 630 crime victims awards, totaling $842,000 for victims of crime. And it's important that victims of crime know that there is financial assistance. And we partner with Crime Stoppers, with the New Orleans Police Department, with the District Attorney's Office, to make sure that crime victims don't get left behind. It's so important in Crime Victims' Rights Week, and especially important during this COVID-19 crisis, because with a lot of people staying at home, violence can go up, and especially domestic violence. So it's really important for us to get the word out to people to know that if you need help, you've been a victim of crime, that there is help out there for you.
Absolutely. I can tell you Crime Stoppers gets calls quite frequently for assistance with burials or any type of victims assistance. And regretfully, that's not something that we have available to us, but being able to refer them to you or agencies like you has been extremely important. And I want to thank you guys for managing that and doing such a great job with that. How many requests do you think that you get for particularly burial assistance?
Well, for burial assistance, we probably get in the neighborhood of probably, looking at my little list here, we probably get about 126 requests. Which is a lot, and it's sad because, that means we're burying someone that we know and love. It's important though, and that's why we're doing all of these things this week, because sometimes people get caught up in the grief and they don't think and they don't focus on it. So we started off this week by doing a video. Today we're posting hashtags. Tomorrow is Wear Denim Day. Thursday, we are going to do social media postings, again under the hashtags that we used earlier in the week. And then Friday, we're going to have our all-white balloon release. Normally, we would do that out on the Bayou St. John with a large group of people, but now we want everyone to wear white in remembrance of those who we've lost because of violence, and to release a balloon from the safety of your own yard. We're going to have a little group here, socially distanced, where we're going to release some balloons here, a small group at the sheriff's office.
And I really love the idea about the balloon release, because I believe, from what I understand, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the releasing of the balloon is really meant to be a symbol of releasing the inner struggles and the pain and what our families lived through. Is that an accurate description of that balloon release?
And it's the symbolic of them going up to with their maker, and to always remember that most of the time a pretty blue sky.
Well, that's a wonderful thing. And yes, I hope that everybody takes advantage of that. We're going to be promoting it ourselves. We're also telling people, if you can't release a balloon, at least do a coloring of a balloon and put it outside in front of your door, so that people are always thinking about, folks who are in this situation. Well, Sheriff, we really do thank you so much on this National Crime Victims Week. Is there anything else, any message of hope or anything else you'd like to make sure that people walk away with?
If you see a crime out there, please report it. Most of the time, crime and criminal actions are solved by those people that are in the neighborhood. Neighborhood people who want to keep their neighborhood safe are the ones that are most responsible for bringing people to justice. So if you see something, don't be afraid. And if you call Crime Stoppers, You can even have a reward.
Yeah, that sometimes that money does make a difference. Well, we thank you again, and hopefully people are listening because it is incredibly important. And we look forward to the day that we can be back again in the same room. So take care, Sheriff Gusman. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Crime Stoppers.
Thank you.